What are the challenges of keeping all of this stuff?
It's we are in the Minor Museum of Vintage, Exotic, and Just Plain Unusual Musical Instruments. When I moved into this house, I wanted to build cases where they would be displayable and lit, also to keep the dust down. And then also I could control this separate room with humidity. So of course the humidifiers are going on auto, and I put in a separate AC heat unit, so this room gets its own control from the rest of the house. And you watch the humidity, and another thing I do on most of them is keep string tension off. So everything's tuned down, a whole step or even slack if it's not going to be played much, if at all. So that helps wear and tear on the tension of the top and the woods, of course. And still, things might crack over time just because it's the nature of the beast when they change environments.
What do you think about the future of all this stuff? Where's it going?
I'm in the American Musical Instrument Society, and we have long discussions about this. We've had panels about this. Museums don't want this stuff, it turns out, because there's very few museums. They have enough. It would take giving them, an endowment of millions of dollars, and then that's for them to store it in the basement to have for research. So that's not necessarily my goal. My goal is to share all this with the world, and more of us in this field are getting out of the mindset of if you own it, it must be played. I'm not going to tune the mandolin and some of these fragile objects up to pitch. It's just not necessary. These instruments may be gone in 100 years. So preserving the instruments may not be fully possible, or even if they survive, they're going to be scattered to the four winds. If they're not in some museum collection, which is unlikely because of the sheer amount of instruments out there, now we're looking at not how to maintain instruments, but how to maintain digital technology and PDF articles and books and you name it, and keep that platform and that searchability available so that we can find out about things 100, 200, 300 years from now.
Hi there, Matt Redman here. It was fantastic to go to California again to visit Greg and the Minor Museum. You can view the full photo inventory at minormusic.com, where you can also be linked to Greg's many albums on Bandcamp. Please visit harpguitars.net and the blog there, seminal website, and finally follow Harp Guitars on Instagram. Thanks for watching.